we're going to be joined by a gentleman named Sam Glassenberg. And you've all met Sam Glassenberg if you've been at TWIN before. Years ago, he was in the gaming industry, and his father was a doctor. It's a long story. You can find it on one of the TWIN videos. His father was a doctor and said, can you help us do something with training doctors? I think it was for intubation, which is a really horrible procedure. And he said, yeah, okay. So he put a little stupid game together, and he calls it a stupid game. And he posted it online, and 4 or 5 months later, his dad called him and said, hey, do you know that is the most downloaded medical app on the entire hundreds of thousands of downloads. So he created a company called Level X to make games for training doctors. And it took off, and it was acquired last year by a European company, BrainLab, for an undisclosed, fairly large figure. And he's going to be here to give us a little demo, an online demo of a virtual app to train doctors. So in order to enable us to do this, let's have a random volunteer from the audience. How about you, sir? Yes.
No problem.
Yes. And oh, do you have your microphone? No. Oh, you're not mic'd up. Can we have a hand mic? And then let's bring Sam to the stage or to the screen. So tell us about this. We're going to just do a quick demo. You're going to guide us through a demo. We have Dr. Ralph Chu. I just a random volunteer from the audience.
Great.
And he happens to be an ophthalmologist. Who would have thought? So Ralph Chu, great friend, TWIN patron. So Sam, you're going to take Ralph through a demo here. Tell us about it.
Sure. Okay. So this is what there's a lot of talk about metaverse and in really sort of abstract, sometimes silly terms. I think you referred in the last session, you were talking about NFTs and things like that as hoo-ha. I think we're seeing a lot of hoo-ha. So what I wanted to do here was show an example of some of the underlying technology that's actually being used today to train surgeons and other medical professionals at scale. Well, we say Level X is like the Matrix. You can't be told what Level X is. You have to see it for yourself. So Dr. Chu, I just sent you a link on the phone. Go ahead. Oh, it looks like you opened it up already. All right, excellent.
I got it.
So just to see, so this is what you see on that phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So I'm here in Chicago. You're in Miami. And basically what I'm doing here, everything that I'm doing here is streaming to that phone that you're holding. So I'm doing this knee surgery. I can place these retractors. I can open up the patient here on the left. We're actually fully simulating this patient. So I can actually control the elasticity of the tissue, how much it pulls back when I open it. So I can open up the patient here on the left. Dr. Chu, you open up the patient on the right.
Here I go.
Yeah, you gotta pull it. You really pull. Good. All right, excellent. Okay, perfect. I will bend the knee into position. I'm the host, so I control the camera. I can place the cut guide. I can rotate the camera view. Here, Dr. Chu, you can go ahead and insert it to depth.
What do I get to do?
Just drag it in, just insert it. It'll stop at the right depth in this version. So what's happening is you're in Miami.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Chicago, and we're literally doing surgery together on a virtual patient simulated in the cloud. So for me, like you're doing this on your phone. What are you, Android, iPhone? What's your poison?
iPhone.
iPhone, okay, we don't care. I'm doing this here just in my web browser. And so when we talk about, sort of maybe what does Web 3.0 look like? It's experiences like this where two people can literally just hop on Zoom or Microsoft Teams or whatever the terrible conference system is that you use. And instead of just talking, we can jump into a virtual 3D environment and do surgery. So we're actually building these things out for dozens of different surgical specialties for clients like Medtronic and Boston Scientific and J&J, who are all using this to be able to train surgeons and doctors remotely on everything from how to do heart procedures. Here, obviously, we got orthopedics. We're doing it in urology, ophthalmology, and so forth. So you can help surgeons understand how to properly perform a procedure, what the right steps are, how to get it right, and also understand the benefits of new products as they come to market. Oh, here, I'll show you how to do this one. So yeah, so you got to just get it. You want to get the cut guide just into the right angle so it hits against the. Well, good. Now you finished it. So yes, Rob, there we go. That was the sort of quick demo of, we'll call it medicine's metaverse, remote surgery over whatever this streaming over Zoom or whatever this video conferencing system is that brings me to you from Chicago.
That's awesome, Sam.
Great. Thank you. So you picked that one on purpose just to give everybody this tinge of pain in the middle of the session, didn't you?
Oh, that's my thing. Wasn't it like a couple years ago I did a virtual colonoscopy on stage? And then the patient started bleeding?
I think in that case, you did it at another event because I said that maybe the colonoscopy was not the best thing for my stage. But that's great. So, Sam, thanks so much for joining us. I wish you could be here in person, but hopefully next year we'll be able to see you again in person. But what's next for you and Level X?
So we are just continuing our path of, we call advancing the practice of medicine through play. So basically what we do is we're using video game design and video game technology to accelerate the adoption curve of new skills, new technologies, new guidelines, new techniques in medicine. So I think right now we're up to about 3 million people playing our games.
How many?
3 million. Including with 800,000 registered medical professionals. And I think we're working now with 30 out of the top 40 life science and med device companies. Oh, and now thanks to TWIN, we're also working with Trish and NASA to adapt all these technologies to help train astronauts for medical emergencies on deep space missions.
Right, and you'll meet Dorit de Noviel tomorrow on our segment about space. Sam, thanks so much again. I can't wait to get together in person, and please take, my knee hurts. Thanks again.
Anytime, Rob.